Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me today. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe and hit the notification and stay updated with the latest episodes. So what am I going to talk about today? The dilemma, the contradiction of basically as a business owner being told that, we need to push through, we need to really go for those goals, it's Q4, let's really boost our productivity. But hang on a minute, it's December's coming up, Christmas is coming up, that time where everybody wants to take time off and everyone's encouraged to take time off. So I'm really aware that, yes, I have been giving a bit of a mixed message. My last episode and lots of blogs have been about how to boost your productivity, how to boost your goal progress, so how to kind of cram quite a lot in, or as much in, to get your goals as progressed as you can before the end of the year. And now I'm going to say, let's wind down a bit. We were going to ramp up, but no, let's wind down, take a step back and take some deserved downtime. So, it's a contradiction. And although seasonally it makes sense to talk about Christmas, this isn't just about Christmas. The taking time off isn't just about December. It's about any holiday, any time off that you want to take or even need to take. We will feel the pressure as a business owner or CEO in charge of everything. We've had the pressure to keep working even when others are winding down. So your team might take holidays and that's fine. But when you try and take a holiday, it's completely different. So December, the difference between December and the general holiday time is so many people slow down, suppliers close, team members might actually say, well, I'm taking the time off. Maybe your freelancers aren't working on certain days, and that's okay. But you just need to factor that in. So today I'm going to have a little bit of a look at the work-life balance and the importance of it, looking at the benefits to take time out from your busy schedules. Now, don't get me wrong, when I talk about the work-life balance, I am absolutely in with so many other business owners in that I also struggle. I have to make a conscious effort to make sure that I finish at a certain time or that I take time out, because it is so tempting. It's so easy to get dragged back in and think, I'm just going to reply to that email. And then you spend half an hour. The email might have taken 5 minutes, but you spend another half an hour or so doing other bits of work. It is important to have that break. So the work-life balance, I think, is something that many business owners struggle with. To get that healthy balance right between the right amount of personal time or spending time with family and spending time on self-care. This isn't just about spending time with others. It's about spending time looking after yourself. It's a struggle to get there. This is your business. And actually, one of the things I found is people go, it's brilliant. When you're self-employed, you get to choose your own working hours. Absolutely, I do. However, what that looks like quite often is that instead of working sort of your standard 35 to 40 hour full-time week, it's an awful lot more, because you dip in, you dip out, you carry on working around the clock. So yes, whilst the time is flexible, you push those work-life balance boundaries. So why have a good work-life balance? Well, in a nutshell, it will make you feel better and just generally be a better person. But why? So the first thing is decision making. When you actually have a chance to step away from a situation, to clear your mind, actually you will be able to make more considered, more thoughtful business decisions. Partly because you haven't got all that noise in your head, you can take a break. And partly because actually, when you set yourself a question or something that needs a decision, then when you walk away, quite often in the background, your mind's actually working through that. So then when you think about it again, or even when you're not thinking about it, bam, you know that answer, it just pops into your head because it's actually working in the background. So taking that break allows you for those thoughts naturally to kind of sit with you and work themselves out. And it allows you to just take a break and come back with a fresh perspective. Having that balance, having that time off does help your health, does help your well-being. So if you've got so much going on with work, or the feeling of so much going on with work, you're naturally going to start feeling stressed. You probably will start feeling overwhelmed. That can affect your health, both your physical and your mental health. So kind of having so much going on will affect your health in some way. The sustainable growth of your business, well, if you are so busy working and actually you get to the point where you burn out or you are having forced time off, where actually you're not in control of the time off, then you can't necessarily be pushing your business growth. You're so busy just dealing with everything that nothing else outside of that happens. No long-term business growth happens. It will help you have or build stronger relationships with those around you. So the work-life balance is about taking time for yourself, is about looking after yourself, that self-care element. But it is about spending time with your family and with your friends, spending time with your community, the people who are important to you. So whether that's meeting up with your best friend for a coffee or for a glass of wine, or spending time with your children, there are those personal relationships which you need to look after as well. Enhance creativity and problem solving. So a little bit similar to the decision making, but again, it's that kind of taking a break, just refreshes your mind, boosts the creativity, gets those problem solving going, gets that problem solving going in your brain so that when you come back, you can look at things in a different way. Better leadership and employee morale. So is your work-life balance, if you are looking after your own, then it will naturally be promoted within your team, within your business. And that promotes a positive work culture. It helps your team with their morale. It helps them have a balanced life, which is going to help the business as a business as a whole. You'll have more enjoyment in running your business when you're taking time off. Like if you were told that you could eat your favourite food forever, nothing else, you think brilliant, but actually you're soon going to get sick of that and you soon want to change. And it's the same thing with your business. If you are running your business, the business that you started up, that you loved, you had the passion, and it was really exciting. If you're just so busy doing that with nothing else, then you're going to get a bit fed up with it. And actually, you need to reignite that passion for your business, for the running of your business, by stepping away for a little bit. So yeah, actually having a week off means that you can come back and think, well, do you know what? I'm ready to start again, and I'm back enjoying my business because I've had that break. Now, December is a particularly unique challenge because, yes, there are other times of the year where you might want holiday, other people might want holiday, but December and the new year is the time where so many things shut down. And actually, we look at Christmas Day, so many things that's it, you shut. You haven't even got Tesco's open for milk. So it does enforce you to a degree to take that time off. But as long as you plan ahead, then actually you're not going to get to the point where you get stuck. So we're in November, nearly at December, but we still have time. So how are we going to achieve balance during this busy time of the year? By planning ahead. So let's have a look at some of the ways where you can start thinking now about what you can do to ease that for next month. So communicate early, communicate your time off, communicate business closures. So it's really important that you let your team know, suppliers and clients or customers, about your schedule and your availability. And it may be that actually your availability affects the business's availability. So have notes on your website, have a pop-up on the website to say shipping is closed or shipping will be made after Christmas. Customer service lines are closed. It manages that expectation. And generally, people don't mind you having that time off as long as they know and they're not waiting for a communication or for a sign off for a project. So let your team know. And you're going to need to work with your team anyway in terms of just knowing who's doing what, who is available to work when. So communicating, but by doing it as soon as possible, it gets everything ironed out by the time you actually get to December. And have an out of office plan. So this again is the communication, but it's making it clear through that period of what happens if somebody thinks they need to email you or needs to contact you. So there will be urgent things that come up, but define those urgent things. So is it something that you need to deal with while you're away or during those Christmas days, Christmas period days? Or is it something that actually it can wait? It might seem urgent, but there's nothing you can do till then. So define what is an urgent matter. Let people know when you can be contacted and also how long it might take to get back to them. it's generally not going to be a life or death situation. So you can manage that in advance and pick things up when you come back after Christmas. Use automations. Now, automations are your superpower any time of the year, whether you're on holiday or whether you're not. Automations can help you maintain and streamline business operations throughout the year. It will make things just so efficient, but particularly when you're trying to have time away from the business, it makes sense to have a look at automating things. So look at scheduling your social media posts and your marketing emails. Can you implement chatbots for customer service support? Or can you set up invoicing and payment reminders? It's things that keep on going, those regular events that need to keep on going. By automating things, it will keep things running smoothly, even when you're not there. Next, we're going to look at prioritizing tasks and delegation. So you've got a to-do list right there, and you need to have a look at it now and think, well, actually, are you going to get every single one of those items on your to-do list done? Are there items on there that don't need to be done? Certainly this side of Christmas. You need to have a look at the priorities on that list and really hone in on what needs to be done now or within the next few weeks, and if it needs to be done by you. So delegation is amazing. It is freeing. It is getting things done when they don't need to be done by you. So identify those tasks and look at the people in your team currently and see who's available. Now, I will caveat that slightly, that if you're about to start delegating things, be mindful of your team's workload. Again, their work-life balance, their working hours over the Christmas period, they need to come into consideration when you are busy delegating. Because if you delegate too much to too fewer people, actually it's still not going to get done. Or what you're really doing is just passing the overwhelm from yourself. The lack of work-life balance is being passed from you to your team, which isn't ideal. Balance is not just about you as the business owner. Finally, we want to prepare for a smooth return after your time off. Okay, so it might seem a little bit sad thinking, oh, well, why am I preparing for the time back when I haven't even had the time off? That is so that you can truly enjoy the time off without getting niggly worries coming in thinking what's going to come up in your inbox, what's going to be there that you've got to deal with as soon as you come back. So look at clearing everything you can so there's nothing outstanding or as little outstanding as possible. Clear your inbox before taking time off. That's the worst thing coming back from a holiday and you've got hundreds of emails that you've got to catch up on. Have an out of office message on your emails or change your voicemail to say you're away from the office. If you've got a phone line and the phone line is going to be shut, then set a message on the phone lines as well. In the week that you come back, plan in some catch-up time. So allocate time to catch up on your work. And sometimes I might have been known to say that I'm going to be back at work or back being available the day or two after I'm actually available. So that gives you this breathing space to just say, well, I'm here. If there's anything urgent I need to deal with, I'm here. But actually, for the kind of the non-urgent, less important things that are going to come up, you give yourself a bit of a breather and you allow that catch-up time. It is so important to prepare this in advance because it prevents the overwhelm of coming back to a massive mountain of tasks, which just adds to everything. Before I go, I just want to remind you that yes, we can choose our own working hours as business owners, but it is so important to find a balance that benefits both you and the business. Working all hours doesn't, okay? You might think it benefits your business, certainly doesn't benefit you. And actually, in the long term, it doesn't benefit your business. So really think about the hours you work. Are they the hours you want to work? And are they the hours that actually are best for you? So this December, let's reassess our goals. Let's reassess our balance. And remember, downtime is just as important as productivity. As Jana King says, balance is not something you find, it's something you create. So the power is yours. The control is yours to create the balance that works for you, that works for the business, and that is best for you. So let's make this Christmas time a time of joy and reflections. And until next time, my little flamingos, have a lovely time.